Okay, the last part of this lab is charging the capacitors, charging and discharging of the capacitors. So for this one, I want you to go to this link, which opens this environment for you, and then click on the capacitance. So the difference between this one and the last one is that you can basically disconnect it and connect it. So previously it was all the way connected. So when you were putting it at a certain voltage, it was not, it was always at that voltage. What I want you to see is that if you charge it to some certain amount of charge, and then disconnect it and make all the changes, what is going to happen? So what I'm expecting you to do in this part of the lab is to go through this process, and then I also have given you an example which is pretty similar to the previous one because it is just a charging. And then what I want you to do is to set it to a certain voltage, okay? And then so change the voltage. Number one is changing the voltage, which is very similar to before. But the part 2 and 3 is that once you set it to that voltage, you are going to change the separation and the area. But in this case, what you are going to do is to once you charged it, you disconnect it, and then change the separation and the area, and then look at how the capacitance and the voltage, capacitance, and the plate charge is going to change. So that's what I'm expecting. And remember that wherever I have put insert the picture of your experiment here, so you insert it. And I show you one more time, although I have put it at the end of this manual how to do it. Whenever you want to insert, you just go there, you go to insert, and then you go to screenshot. And then it is going to actually bring you options of which screen that is active could be done. But if you have had your last active uh, page, you can have it click on the screen clipping, and then choose whichever part you want to choose, and then it is going to give you like this. And this is you're going to have it like that this is the conditions under which I have actually run this experiment, and then I would be able to see. So I want to see how is the capacitor changing with the change of the voltage, and how is the plate charge changing and all this stuff. Okay, the second part is to go for the discharging the capacitors, which you basically go to this plate to this software, and then once you charge it to a certain amount, and then you gave it a certain area and a certain separation. So what I have asked over here is uh, if you look at this one, say grab the knob for the voltage to choose random voltage between 0.1 to 0 to 1.5, and then choose 3 different capacitances. So basically I want the capacitance to be between 0.09 to 1.77 picofarad. So okay, I forgot to tell you, you need to go to the light bulb here, and then here it shows the capacitance and everything, right? So what I want you to do is give it a certain voltage, and then change the plate area and separation. And then once you change the plate area and separation, so this is the first one. For example, the first one comes out as 0.31 picofarad, so I just put 0.31 picofarad. So the voltage is here, the separation and the area, and it gives me the capacitance. And then how much is going to be the stored charge? You look at the stored charge over here, so I can activate all of these here. The stored charge, I put it like 0.16 uh, is going to be the stored charge. And then here is what I want you to read and insert and observe at the same time, the discharge time. So once you charge it, I want you to disconnect it from here and all the way connect it to the other side, and then measure the time with your stopwatch, and then see how long it takes to discharge all the way and all the charges are gone, and then stop it. And then what I want you to do is for the next one, change it in a way that this capacitance is increasing. So, I mean, you probably have seen it as of now that as you're increasing the decreasing the separation, the capacitance is increasing. So this is another one, and this is another one. So the 3, and then you connect it. Now it is charged, and then you connect it, and then measure the time. And then while you're doing that, you finish that, and then you fill it out and see how is the time changing. Is the time increasing as the capacitance is increasing, basically, or your total energy is increasing, or it is decreasing? How is that? And then write your observation over here for the answer. So here I have showed you how to do the screen clipping and all the stuff that I just showed you before for any part of the report that needs to put a picture of what you have done. And you just need to, for example, here it says insert a picture of your experiment here for one of the above cases. So just for one of the above cases, for example, you just go here and say, okay, so here is the first case or second case or third case, or I'm ready here. So as long as I see what you have done is good enough. I just want to confirm that you have not done anything wrong so that I would be able to give you the right feedback. Okay, thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions in an email or when you're submitting in your comments. Thank you.